Right now on 10 News, we'll learn how one man is helping the entire community deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene with a little housing help. And a Knoxville priest is on leave. We'll explain what we know about this investigation so far. Plus, a local nonprofit and Dollywood volunteers are bringing Christmas cheer to kids.
News in High Definition is sponsored by Premier Family of Dealerships. 10 News on WBIR starts now.
Hello and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Katie Inman, and right now you are watching a special production by MTSU students. A group of 9 students from Middle Tennessee State University, which is my alma mater, produced the stories you're about to watch. You will meet some of them during this newscast as well. So let's get started. In Cocke County, local officials estimate Hurricane Helene destroyed 200 to 300 homes. Xander Wilmoth shows us how one man is looking to help his neighbors without a place to live.
Katie, Jeff Hauser can't help everyone, but he's hoping to help at least 20 neighbors as they recover from that storm. Jeff Hauser can't help everyone, but he's hoping to help at least his neighbors as they recover. East Tennessee is still rebuilding after Hurricane Helene, which left many Cocke County residents without homes.
It did devastation here. It's bad. You know, a lot of things ain't getting out, but we've got a lot of problems here right now.
Cocke County resident Jeff Hauser wants to help victims get back on their feet.
I've been talking about even affordable housing in this country for the last 20 years. It can be done. I did it.
Jeff is using his land to build affordable housing for people who lost everything. His plan is to add 20 cabins, which he will rent to people displaced by Helene. While Jeff and other residents are working to rebuild in Cocke County, they still have concerns.
This is way beyond what's on the ground here right now. They need massive amounts of money here. They don't have it.
And he knows the effects could last for years.
We're looking at anywhere from 3 to 7 years here to fix this problem that we have from the hurricane.
Jeff hopes to speed up the process by helping his neighbors. He plans to offer low rent prices in order to help those who can't afford housing, as well as help them get back on their feet.
You know, we've put out change boxes stating what we were doing in convenience stores and stuff, and other than that, I'm using all my own money.
In 2025, Jeff hopes to continue to build more houses. His plan is to try and build a village where he can help rehabilitate hurricane victims.
All right. Thank you so much, Xander. A new housing development in South Knoxville could be built on a site that used to house TNT. Knox County Planning Commission approved the development this week. It will add 342 residential lots, according to that development plan. That plan says the land once housed TNT storage units. Officials could not rule out whether TNT was manufactured there, so the plan now includes an environmental study. The developers also agreed to help improve major intersections and traffic in that area. The D.R. Horton subdivision will be located on the south side of Tipton Station Road and east of Lowland Lane. A priest at West Knox County Church is on administrative leave, according to the Knoxville Diocese. In a letter to parishioners, the church says Father Joseph Reed is accused of violating its safe environment policy. It's unclear what the violations are, though. The safe environment policy defines responses to forms of harassment, including sexual assault. The Knox County Sheriff's Office and Tennessee Department of Children's Services have confirmed both entities have open investigations in this case. The diocese says it will uphold a presumption of innocence for Father Reed throughout this investigation. A senior member of the Chattanooga Fire Department died following a medical emergency while on duty. The fire department says Captain George Turley died Saturday at Station 16. Turley's crew found him unresponsive following his daily workout in the station. Turley was the most senior member of Station 16, and a procession escorted his body from the Erlanger Hospital to the medical examiner's office. Funeral arrangements have yet to be announced. The Knox County Sheriff's Office is launching a program to make online purchase exchange meetups safer. The Sheriff's Office is launching a new program called Safe Exchange. It was designed specifically with those who purchase online in mind. Some parking lots will have Safe Exchange signs and specific parking spaces meant for those meetups. These parking spaces will be monitored by KCSO surveillance cameras. Cameras for the program have been placed in Walmart parking lots at the Halls, Clinton Highway, Chapman Highway, Parkside Drive, and Walker Springs locations. Those are all listed on your screen now. Coming up, we have an update on the identity of the Abundant Life Christian school shooter. And police say a man suspected in a series of killings is now tied to one more case. Wisconsin police have identified a suspected school shooter as a female student. Police say 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow shot and killed a student and teacher at Abundant Life Christian School on Monday. Rupnow attended the K-12 school in Madison, Wisconsin, and died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. 6 others were also injured in that shooting. 2 students are in critical condition now, while 3 others and a teacher suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police responded to that incident at 10:57 after receiving a 911 call from a 2nd grade student that morning.
Gonna let that soak in for a minute. A 2nd grade student.
A suspect in the Gilgo Beach killings has been charged with a 7th murder now. Authorities charged Rex Yerman, the suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer, with the murder of Valerie Mack. Investigators used DNA evidence to tie Yerman to those murders. Mack went missing in 2000 and is the 7th victim linked to Yerman in a series of murders dating all the way back to 1993. Despite the murders spanning nearly 20 years, investigators remain focused on providing closure to hurting families.
The lives of these women matter. We as investigators, we understand that. Obviously, no one understands it more than the families. So, again, we're just, delighted and honored and privileged to be able to work with these families. And again, there's not so much we can do, but at least we provide them with a small measure of closure.
Now, we are clearing up the facts about a Social Security claim that's floating around online. A viewer reached out to us about a claim that House Republican members are trying to cut Social Security benefits. Our team of reporters verified that claim false. The claim brought up Social Security Fairness Act, which is intended to repeal 2 provisions that reduce Social Security payments for some. That bill passed the House of Representatives back on November 12th with bipartisan support. The bill will now move on to the Senate for consideration. A global company is recalling more than 500,000 winter tires over lack of snow traction. Prenex Chingshin Tire North America is recalling more than 100 sizes of Fortune, Tormenta, and Prinks High Country tires after they failed to meet standards. The company says the tires passed European tests but would not meet the traction standards in North America, rendering this product a safety concern. As the company works on a way to fix that issue, owners will be notified by a letter in the mail starting February 1st, and those with questions can call the company at 310-205-8355. Coming up, we will see how volunteers from a local nonprofit and Dollywood brought some Christmas cheer to Northwest Elementary School. More than 2 months after Hurricane Helene, the communities slammed by that storm are in need of a little help. Taylor Pennington shows us how 2 organizations are stepping up just in time for Christmas. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Katie, thank you so much. There is a lot of joy and love coming from the Northwest Elementary in Cobb County. The Mission of Hope and Dollywood paid them a visit and delivered some much-needed gifts.
Today, we're here bringing a little hope.
And hope is exactly what they're bringing. David Heatherly is the executive director of Mission of Hope. That group paired with Dollywood to bring some much-needed joy to the children at Northwest Elementary.
It's community helping community. And every organization that is local, especially Dollywood, especially Mission of Hope.
Tim Foshi, the principal of Northwest Elementary, knows the impact that these gifts will bring to the children and families who survived Hurricane Helene.
And I think it means a little more this year, with all of our community and surrounding communities and what we've had to deal with the flooding from Hurricane Helene. I just know once they peeled that off today for 2 or 3 minutes, I know there were no worries.
And worry was the last thing on these kids' faces.
You get a chance to hear these children build with anticipation as we start counting down those numbers.
For some, those sweet memories are few and far between.
Our kids may or may not wake up on Christmas morning with a toy.
So do you want to look at all the baby dolls before you decide? Okay, come on, let's go this way.
Our mission is to not only bring the kids something tangible to take home, but to also leave them with the idea of hope.
The appreciation we have for everybody reaching in and helping out has just been overwhelming and has really touched our hearts.
To learn more about this incredible organization, visit missionofhope.org. Katie, back to you.
All right, Taylor, thank you. Lenore City High School football coach Scott Cummings resigned after 1 year. Cummings is taking an athletic director position at a Knox County school. Cummings' next position will be his 6th stop in the Knoxville area. He got his first head coaching position in 2002 at West High School. Lenore City High School has started the search now for a new football coach, and as spring ball is just around the corner, they are having that search immediately. Well, TDOT is honoring the late Pat Summitt by naming a ferry boat after her. The boat, named the Summit, will operate in Benton and Houston counties. It will push a barge named the Volunteer. How appropriate. It's going across the Tennessee River. A ceremony was held last week on December 13th for the new boat with members from the Summit Foundation, University of Tennessee Women's Athletic Director, and also Joan Cronin was there, and local Henry County high school students as well. Pat Summitt was from Clarksville and spent her long career as Lady Vols basketball coach. When we come back from break, we will learn how a local bookstore owner continuously gives back to her community. That story next. In Cocke County, a local business owner is giving back to her community this holiday season. Mary Grace Newman explains why. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Katie. Cocke County is still recovering more than 2 months after Hurricane Helene, and one bookstore owner wants to make sure her community has everything it needs and more.
Deanna Hines is making a difference in her community after Hurricane Helene.
Once the realization was made how big the scope of everything was, we just all kind of jumped into action and started distributing food and water, and then we moved on to, tents, flashlights, that kind of thing.
She started out by donating food and water, but then realized she wanted to focus on lost books.
Have shifted gears now to a big degree to focusing on books, because so many families lost all their libraries' books, and it's important now especially to get them back into kids' hands.
This Christmas, Hines made it her mission to donate children's books.
There's going to be a lot of recovery. There's still ongoing recovery. There's still people in tents. This is long term, and a lot of people don't understand that.
She says that this is something that the community really needed this year.
Every evening I read to my children before bed. That is something I've done for 15 years.
Deanna's bookstore is called Our Place. She says she's seen fewer customers since the storm came through. She says it's tough, but they'll make it through.
All right, thank you so much. Well, Tom Cruise is getting recognized by the United States Navy for his on-screen contributions to the military. The Top Gun actor received the Distinguished Public Service Award by the U.S. Secretary of the Navy for boosting public awareness of the work and service of U.S. military members. The ceremony took place near London in the UK, where Cruise expressed his admiration for servicemen and women. Top Gun came out in 1986 and was a huge success in the box office, and beyond that, the movie follows pilots during the Cold War and increased military enlistment when it came out. Well, a professor from the University of Tennessee is taking the Jeopardy stage. Jordan Carr Peterson, is a political science professor at UT. He will appear on the hit game show Jeopardy Tuesday night on WBIR. Peterson will take on publicist and 3-time Jeopardy winner Ashley Chan and Jasmine Zhao, an engineer from California. The professor started teaching at UT in the fall of 2023 and teaches multiple law and government-related classes. Peterson graduated with a PhD in political science from the University of Southern California. Well, a volunteer spirit has already arrived in Ohio ahead of Saturday's playoff game against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Bars in the Columbus, Ohio area are also reporting a surge in Vol fans using the app TouchTunes to play the University of Tennessee's anthem, Rocky Top. Footage shared by Tony Malika from the Bar Varsity Club in Columbus showed some Vols fans enjoying the Osborne Brothers hit as it played over the loudspeakers. Okay, I'm not surprised by this in the least. The TouchTunes app allows bars and restaurant goers to control the music that plays inside from their phone, so they don't even have to be there for Rocky Top to play. I'm sure they're seeing a surge of orange too. Well, thank you so much for watching this special edition newscast. We want to say a huge special thank you to our visiting producers and reporters from MTSU. Go Blue Raiders! We're going to take a look at the producers back in the booth as we say goodbye. Give us a wave.